Afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. How are you guys doing today? It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday, folks. Even though we got some rain for the last couple of weeks, looks like it's not going to rain tonight. It's supposed to rain about 20% at about 8 o'clock tonight. So it hopefully won't be as bad as the last couple of days. It's Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, Monday through Friday at noon, lunchtime fun. Now, whether you're watching it today or you're right now during the lunch hour or you're watching it later on in the replay, we do appreciate it, folks. Remember, every show is dedicated to the first responders, men and women in the military. Let's not forget our veterans who fought for our country. But most it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show today. Got a special show, like I guess on Wednesdays and Fridays, we do have guests. And today we got two special gentlemen, folks. We have something out there right now that's taking Chicago and the Midwest by storm. That's right. It's something called the Chicago Snowballs. That's right, the Chicago Snowballs. It's baseball, entertainment, dancing, and fun. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We have two of the Chicago Snowballs with us. We got Caleb Winbush and his buddy Sammy, and they're both of the Chicago Snowballs. They're going to be coming on about 12:30 right after the Ace Hardware Report, and they got a bunch of shows coming up this week. This Friday and Saturday, folks, they'll be at the Joliet Slammers Stadium in Joliet. 6 o'clock show on Saturday night and 1 o'clock show on Sunday. Go to ChicagoSnowballs.com. It's Ocean's Pit. It's showtime. Let's go to work. Friday. Thank you, Seventh Heaven, for that great intro. Hey, guys, it's Ocean's Pit. Man, I'm excited about the weekend. It's Friday, August 14th. And, man, the summer is just flying by. I mean, next thing you know, what do we got, another month left? And we're getting back to the same old weather, brother, but we're having a good time today. It's Friday. I'm in a good mood. And first of all, let's get to our sponsors, the number one sponsors, of course, of Ocean's Pit, and it's called JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local. Hi, everyone. Tony Ocean here. I've got to tell you, a lot is happening to our friends at JRC Ace Hardware stores. First and foremost, it's their association with Children's Miracle Network. Every year, sometimes twice a year, they hold an event called Step Up and to help the kids. So Set Up and Help the Kids is back at Ace. August 7th to the end of the month. Donate for local Children's Memorial Network Hospital. Receive $20 off almost everything that fits inside your Ace bucket. Plus, 100% of your donation stays local to help kids in the community. While you're there, check out the fabulous deals at the back to school, folks. Buy one, get one, 50% off Clark Kensington Paint. Mini milk crates, 2 for $5. Have you seen these? These are pretty cool. Flash deal, 20-gallon storage moving bags, only $16.99. Great for college move-ins. Stop into your local Ace Hardware and help make a difference, man. It's important. Go to the stores, Norwich, Des Plaines, Warrenville, Evergreen Park, Fox River Grove, Mesa, Arizona, Richmond, and the brand new one coming to Elmwood Park at the end of September. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. We all know JRC, and we all know the store. You can't beat that. I'm excited. Also, say, I want to grill my Ace off. And we tell them that to any guys there at the JRC, you get 20% off any grill. And speaking of live remotes, Ocean's Pit will be live on Monday, 31st, live at the Norwich location off of Cumberland and Lawrence. Will be there performing, we'll be doing our talk show here, Ocean's Pit Live, on Monday, August 31st at the Norwich locations. We do it every year. They give away a free, get a chance to get yourself a free grill and a whole bunch of great projects and a lot of fun. That's going to be Monday, August 31st. All right, where do we start? Last night, we want to just apologize, of course, Buffalo Grove concert in the park with Ocean's Rat Pack and the main event band had to be canceled because of the bad weather. So we're sorry about that, folks. But it has been rescheduled for Tuesday, September 8th. Tuesday, September 8th we'll finally make up that concert, of course, at Buffalo Grove Concert in the Park. That's Oceans Rat Pack. Tribute to Frank, Dean, and Sammy, and of course the main event band. So that's going to be a lot of fun because we got lucky on the two shows that got rained out. We got redates already. Like Tuesday, September 2nd, we will be at the Niles concert in the park, which was canceled last week. But tonight, the party's going to go. We're talking about the biggest summer concert in Illinois. It's this weekend. It's Ron Onesti's Little Italy Festa Italiana Fest, one of the biggest Italian fests in the Midwest. It started yesterday with the Jersey Girls. Tonight on the main stage, 8 o'clock. Only showing 15% chance of rain, so that's pretty good. Bring some umbrellas, but it's Tony Ocean and the main event band. And, of course, I got the whole band, and I pulled up all this time. Daryl Armistead on keys, Mikey D on piano and keys, background vocals, Danny Raimondi on saxophone, Tony Bassone on drums. We got Jumpin' Jerry Jams celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday, Jerry Jams. And let's not forget the incomparable Regina Karma and the knockout punch, Lisa P. It's going to be a great concert tonight, 8 o'clock, Taylor Street Fest. Ron Onesti does it again. And to keep the weekend going, tomorrow will be at Chicago Prime Italian. First time we've been there since 2020. That's an 8 o'clock hit. And make your reservations. It's going to be a lot of fun. So a lot of stuff going on, man. I mean, I'm just so happy that we keep doing what we're doing. Dennis, Lake Geneva's in the house. We have hello. Okay, Elise, Sammy's your son. Now I understand. So, Sammy, I know your mom, Elise, many, many years. So, Elise, how are you doing? So, Dennis, Lake Geneva's in the house. Joey Spins. We got California in the house. We have Io. We have Newark. We have Lubbock, Kentucky. How you doing, my friends, here tonight? Welcome. Kathy Ippolito from California. Joey Spins. Hello, my buddy. See you tonight. Double T. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. Double T will be making his debut back at a Taste of Melrose Park. Will be there. Tony Ocean and friends on Friday, September 4th. Going to be a lot of fun. There's Ellie Weinhardt, another great actress who plays Joan Rivers. Also, she was in the movie A League of Her Own with Madonna. How cool was that? Nice to see my friend Ellie Weinhardt. Anyway, guys, great show lined up for you. Like I said, the Chicago Snowbirds will be coming on. Snowballs will be coming on at about 12:30. So what about? And remember, if you're heading down to Taylor Street Fest tonight, which that's where you should be. I don't care where you live. You're coming out to Festa Italiana. It's the biggest Italian fest in the Midwest. It's last night, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. We'll be there at 8 o'clock. But if you're going to Ashland and Racine is closed. Those streets are closed off. Just giving you guys a heads up. Also, if you're going to go into traffic, folks, the Air and Water Show is also happening this weekend. So if you're going to get down there, leave early to get yourself a nice seat. They got great food, alcohol, a bunch of different Italian stuff. It's going to be a great festival. And I don't know how many years we've been there. But again, we want to thank Ron Onesti for putting that all together. Also, August 13th, 1985, probably one of the greatest baseball players ever. My favorite base player of all time passed away. Mickey Mantle, of course, one of the greatest New York Yankees. And we all know the New York Yankees, my favorite baseball team. But to lose the Mick and to lose Mickey Mantle, nobody can touch my man. Nobody can touch the Mick. Of course, he's not with us anymore, and it's sad, but some great memories. Great memories. Okay, what do we got here, folks? Boy, we're just going to go right into this stuff here. The Bears. Are you excited? The Bears moving to Hammond, Indiana. It looks like it's going to happen. There's been talks about it. Of course, there's two locations in Hammond. I guess the Bears general manager came on and made an announcement yesterday. For sure, one thing is positive, that they're not going to change the name to the Indiana Bears. It's going to stay the Chicago Bears. And I don't care if they move to Indiana. I'm not a Bears fan. So I hope they move. I'll help them pack. I have no interest in the Chicago Bears whatsoever. But here's something you got to remember, folks. And people are making such a big deal if they're moving to Hammond, Indiana. Okay. Number one, the Dallas Cowboys do not play in Dallas. Number two, the San Francisco 49ers do not play in San Francisco. Number three, the New York Jets and the New York Giants do not play in New York. So if you're season ticket holders, I can understand this must be upsetting you to have to go to Indiana. Think of the money you'll save on gas. Okay? It is what it is. They haven't for sure said they're going to go to Hammond, but the way they were talking yesterday, it sure seems to looks like it's going to go that way. Still, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. A lot of people are pissed off about it, but I think it is what it is, guys. And I guess Saturday night is the first exhibition game between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns, and Caleb Williams will not be starting for the Bears on Saturday. Of course, it's a Tangent, which I think is Bagent, excuse me, which is a much better quarterback in my opinion. I think he's better than Caleb. I think last year's Bears were a fluke, and I'm going to tell you why. Nobody can come back 6-8 games always in the fourth quarter and win the game. It doesn't work that way. You have to win from the beginning. You have to win. You have to keep up there all the time. We'll see what happens. Last year, the Bears had a very easy schedule. This year, they have a very, very hard schedule. So we'll see what happens. But the first exhibition game of the Bears-Browns Saturday. So there you go. There's an app called the Clockout app. There's so many apps now, right? So many apps. If you want this, you want that, you want to find somebody, whatever it is. This one is called the Clockout app. I don't know if anybody knows about this, if they've tried it, but it's supposed to be an app for smart people. And according 60% of the people in Illinois went on this app to try to come on the app and try to be part of it, whatever it is. 60% people failed on this particular app. Supposedly it's supposed to be just for the smart people. 60% who applied failed in the state of Illinois. So I tell you, who knows, but it is. I won't even try that app. That's just me. I don't know all this social media stuff. I do it for the show here. I'm on Instagram. I have Twitter. I have LinkedIn for business, but I don't know about TikTok. I don't know about all this stuff. I don't know when people change their, if you have a person who they want to change the way they look, the filter, they don't even look like real people anymore. It's just a little bit over my head and something that I really don't care about. That's just me. Also, what you got going on since August 13th, the Illinois State Fair. That's a pretty big festival. A lot of great bands, a lot of great food. And that's going to run August 13th through August 23rd, the Illinois State Fair. All right, folks. Get this. This is interesting. Only 14% of men in the United States are over 6 feet tall. Only 14% of men in the United States are only over 6 feet tall. 14%. Buddy, what's going on, pal? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're just trying to see. Sometimes this thing is a little stuck. Jeff Hunt, how are you doing? Emo? Yeah. You got Carol Brainalino. What's up, Carol? Hope you're doing well. Carol's my co-host Tuesdays and Thursdays. Coming up at 12:30, folks, right after the weather, my good friend Caleb and Sammy from the Chicago Snowballs. Pretty exciting. I've seen some of their footage. It's baseball, entertainment, dancing. It's almost like Harlem Globetrotters, but it's the Snowballs and basketball and baseball. So it'll be kind of cool. I'm excited about that. All right. Again, 14% of men in the United States are over 6 feet tall. That's it. The city of Chicago, Illinois is in trouble, folks, with all the shootings and killings, and our governor, Fred Flintstone, is just not doing his job. And what do we need to do? Exactly what President Donald Trump is doing. He's going to bring in the National Guard. It's not a political thing. It's his obligation, is what he said. And so it looks like he's going to send 300 National Guard members to the state of Illinois, folks. Look, if you look at this, 22 people were shot already, right, so far. 22 people died. 75 people were shot just in the last 2 weeks. It's not stopping, folks. The police can't do anything anymore, and even if they can, their hands are tied. So bringing in the National Guard is the best thing to do to save to save Illinois and save Chicago. Got to do it. The greatest city. I mean, Chicago was one time the great. It still is great. The shops and the shows and all that stuff. I got it. But a lot of people are afraid to go to the city, and it's got to stop. This crime and this killings and shootings have to stop, folks. And it looks like it's going to happen. Bring in the National Guard. I'm all for President Donald Trump to do that. Okay, bring in the National Guard, Ryan. I agree. All right, so pizza. We talk about food. We talk about everything on this show. There's no subject that gets untouched, and you know that. And like I said, to the people that watch the show, you kind of understand it. You know, this show is live. A lot of other podcasts are recorded, pre-recorded. They fix the filter so your face looks right, your hair looks right. They fix if you make any mistakes. This is live Monday to Friday at noon. It's live. And that's what the way it's supposed to be, live. When we screw up, we screw up. If you swear, we swear. Oops, there's no editing. There's no making it, politically correct. Forget the politically correct crap. We've never been it. I don't care for it. And that's what it is. Jill from Indiana, how are you doing, my dear friend? Kane Radar is in the house. All right, we talked about food. We're talking about, you know what? This Hawaiian pizza. I know it's been around for a long time. I don't get it. They put fruit. They put shit on this stuff on pizza. Listen, whatever happened to the regular cheese, pepperoni, maybe some sausage, right? Some giardiniera. But they put all this stuff on pizza. And I'm blaming the guy who did it. Lisa, I hope you're doing well, my dear friend. Emil, how are you doing well? I didn't realize this, but the person who put pineapples on pizza for the very first time is a Greek. Is a Canadian Greek. A Canadian Greek decided to put pineapples and put this shit and ruin our American pizza. His name is Sam Penoboulos. He's a Canadian Greek, and he decided, let's put some pineapples. Hey, why don't you just do this? That's right, Michelle. No pineapples on pizza, nothing else. Here, do yes. Why don't you go into your garage, get some bolts and screws, and put them on your pizza too. Go ahead. Put peanut butter and jelly on your pizza too. What was this guy thinking? He must have been bored to death. Thank you, Carol. It's your ancestors. Your ancestors. Sam Penoboulos put pineapples on the pizza. Just take a chicken wing. Take a chicken wing and put them on top of the pizza. I mean, what? Grab an egg. I don't know. The guy must have been bored. But it's the worst stuff. It's the worst stuff. This Hawaiian pizza. Can't stand it. Get rid of it. All right. These two topics we're going to talk about is a little interesting. O'Hare Airport could be the very first airport in the United States to open up a gay bar inside the airport. Now, I think when I've seen it on social media, I've seen it a couple times, the article, a couple posts. I've never seen it on Main Street media. Who cares? If they want to open a gay bar in the airport, let them open a gay bar. Who cares? But of course, you're going to get people who are going to bitch and moan. What about the kids? Well, I got it. Listen, first of all, if it's a bar, the kids shouldn't be getting in there anyway, right? So I don't care. I don't care what anybody does to themselves, whatever they want, whatever they want to do when they get to a certain age. You want to become a man, you want to become a woman, you want to become a dog, you want to become a cat, whatever that is. I don't care. That's your business. But I don't like it when they push it on young kids. Let them get to a certain age before they make up that big decision in life, because it can change your whole life. You know what I mean? But if they put a gay bar in the airport, who cares? What's the big deal? It's a gay bar. Put it in there. It's O'Hare. It's big. Let everybody enjoy themselves. Louis Pipes, what are they going to name the gay bar? The Happy Place? Sorry, you couldn't resist. Louis Pipes will be joining us later on tonight, too, singing a song or two over there at Taylor Street Fest. I don't care what they call it. I ain't going into it. That's just, it is what it is. But nobody should care if they put a gay bar in the airport. There's plenty of places in the airport you can go. If you don't want to go there, you don't go there. It's that simple. It's like seeing a Taco Bell. If you don't want to go to Taco Bell, you don't go to Taco Bell. People make such a big deal over this shit. Here's another thing the Dallas airport is doing. Dallas airport, ladies and gentlemen, right now, and Dallas Fort Worth is they're putting these foot washing stations in the Dallas airport for the Muslim travelers, because they don't wear shoes and whatever it is. So they get there, they can wash their feet and go into the airport and be clean. What's wrong with that? I have no problem with that. You know what? It's the foot washing shouldn't just be for the Muslims. There should be some people that need to wash their feet as it is, especially when you see people walking around with these sandals and Crocs. Take a look at some of these guys' these feet. They don't clean them. They don't cut their toenails. Let them wash their feet too. This foot washing thing should just not be for the Muslims. It should be for anybody that doesn't decide to wash their feet. And when they wear those Crocs, oh God, you know how much I hate those things. If you're on the water, if you're on the sand, okay. But don't be wearing them to shopping and going out to eat with them. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to touch this next topic. I'll wait till Monday or Tuesday for this next topic because we have so much going on. In another 5 minutes, we're going to bring on from the Chicago Snowballs. We got Caleb and Sammy, and I'm excited to talk. We'll see what they got going on with that. All right. You know what's happening, folks? It's only 5 months away. The Chicago Music Cruise. Here it is. January 10th to January 17th. We're going back on the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. Tony Ocean and the main event band right here. And we're going back with our friends, the number one band in the city of Chicago, Seventh Heaven. That's right. On the water, folks. We're going on a brand new ship now. We're going on the Star of the Seas. So it's a brand new ship. It's the biggest ship that they have next to the Icon. And some people ask me why the pricing is so a little bit more expensive on this particular cruise. And we're going to tell you why. Some people are saying it's the same price as when we did the MSC in the World America, when we did it in March. We did the European ship, the Italian ship. I think the reason why the price of this ship is so much because it's a new ship. It's a bigger new ship. So the prices are going to be a little bit more. So that's why, to answer a lot of your people's questions. But Mary just put all the information there. It's going to be St. Martin, St. Thomas, Coco Cay, Bahamas, starting in Orlando, Florida, Tony Ocean and the main event band, and Seventh Heaven. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com, put in Tony Ocean, or better yet, give Mary a call at NTD Vacation 630-688-1725. Tell them you want to go on the ocean with Ocean. We have a few cabins left. This cruise sells out all the time, folks. We've already been on 4 with Seventh Heaven. So we want you guys. Now, they've been doing it for 20 years. This is just my 4th time doing it. It's not only a tradition, it's a vacation all in one. And you're going to see great food, great things to do, and great music, of course, Seventh Heaven and Tony Ocean and the main event band. So a lot of good stuff also. All right. We got a couple minutes left before we bring up Chicago Snowballs in the house. How about Jack Vanna Landscaping? They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They've been servicing the North Shore for over 50 years. Call Tommy at 847-432-5266. Tell him Tony O sent you and take care of all your landscaping needs. How about food needs? Grocery needs. Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Not only grocery, but they have meats, groceries, prepared food, rotisserie chicken, and more. That's Armando Supermarkets. How about Trico Hair Center out of Rosemont, Illinois? Anthony and Carmela. Take care of your hair, folks. No more hats, no more sprays. Do it right with Trico. And last but not least, Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. That's right, folks. You got to love them. You got to love all this great stuff and these great little companies, local, and you shop local, and that's what it's about. You know, that's what's important to support, and that's what we need. Forget these big chains. This is what we need. Absolutely. And also, folks, if you have a summer party coming on and you need a little something different, get a hold of my co-host. And you got it right there. Mobile pop-ups, not your mama's mimosas. For every occasion, the official mimosa bucket. Just go find Carol Brandolino on Facebook, and she'll give you more details. It's a lot of fun, and it'll spice up any party. That is not your mama's mimosas. That's right. Great for all the summer parties, and even in the wintertime. Everybody needs something different. So try it. It's a good thing. Tell them Tony Ocean sent you. All right, so here we got some other dates coming up. Next Tuesday, folks, will be at Petrified Springs in Kenosha, Wisconsin with Ocean's Rat Pack. It's Steins and Stogies. If you love beer and you love cigars, that's the place you want to go. Check it out. It's in Kenosha, Wisconsin this Tuesday with Ocean's Rat Pack and Jerry Jams. That's this Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to be at Pronto's in Glendale Heights off of Bloomingdale Road. Outside, 6 o'clock, me and Jumpin' Jerry Jams, weather permitting. Thursday, nighttime, 6 o'clock, we'll be at Moretti's in Edison Park. Outside, and if it rains, we'll be moving inside. That's me and Jumpin' Jerry James. That's Thursday, Moretti's, Edison Park. Next Friday, we back at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jumpin' Jerry Jams. And Saturday, the biggest summer concert in in Wisconsin. We're talking about Mars Resort. We're going to be there, Tony Ocean, the main event band, Saturday, August 22nd, 4 o'clock. Get there early because we can't hold seats. It's a great party. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yours truly, Jumpin' Jerry Jams and Tony Basone. So that's Mars. And then, of course, next Sunday, the 23rd, will be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy. For Sinatra Sunday, go to oshos.com. And just tell them you want to see Tony O. All right, so a lot of stuff. It's time to bring up our guests. But before we do that, it's time for the JRC Ace Hardware weather report for today. We could just say rain, but there's a little bit more to rain. Here it is. This is Friday, August 14th. It's 77 degrees right now, 81% humidity, 8-mile-an-hour winds. The high today will only be 78. And it looks like 20% chance of rain between 8 o'clock and 11 o'clock, 15 to 20%. So that's not too bad. So it might not be heavy rain. Bring an umbrella when you're out at Taylor Street Fest on the main stage to watch Tony Ocean, folks. That is the weather brought to you by JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. All right. Without any further ado, let's bring in our guest. They've been patiently waiting in the green room here. So let's bring them on here. Let's make sure this works, Jimmy. Let's bring them on. We got them. Let's see. Here we go. I don't see them on the screen. Hold on. Here they come. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Caleb from the Chicago Snowballs in the house. How you guys doing?
Good, Tony. Good.
Doing great, Tony.
Good. Well, thank you for being on. Now, Sammy, I've known your mom for many, many years, and she just private on the page said you were on. Very cool. You got a great family. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Great grandmother.
No,
too.
appreciate it.
Just good people. So nice to see you. No problem. Now, all right, let's get real fast. Caleb, start with you. Where were you born?
I was born in Chicago.
Where were you born?
And raised.
In Chicago? Okay. What about you,
at
Sammy?
the Elmhurst Hospital.
Yeah. How you doing? Born in Chicago, born and raised here. I know Caleb and I, Chicago natives, obviously. And then with that being said, trying to bring as much entertainment and baseball spirit to the city with this new organization.
Very, very cool. Caleb, you have a big family. Of course, your mother is, Ellie David in the Ocean's Rat Pack shows. And you have a bunch of brothers, too. You have a big family, huh? How was that? What was that like? A big family. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and we're all our own kinds of characters. We all bring a different energy to the table. But yeah, I'm the middle child. I have an older brother and a younger brother. And we've all been in and out of entertainment our whole lives. So yeah, it's always interesting in the Wimbush house.
Very, very cool. How about Sammy? You got a big family?
Yeah, I mean, I would say pretty big, obviously Italian family, but it's just my mom and my dad, and I got a younger brother. I'm the oldest. My brother Bennett, he's about a year and a half younger than me, so we've always been pretty close just because of our same age, and uh, yeah, very, very close, tight family. Especially me and my brother. We're like twins. That's the Sabatalos for you.
Very, very cool. Okay, all of this the coolest show on about the Chicago Snowballs, baseball, entertainment. First of all, let's start off with you, Sammy. How did you get out about it, and what was it like when you got that call that you were on the team?
Yeah, totally. So that's really funny that you mentioned that. My mom was the one that told me about this when she saw it on the news. And we've been talking about, obviously, with the Savannah Banana craze going on, how I would be a perfect fit just with like my whole personality and my lifestyle. And when the tryout came, it just seemed like a perfect opportunity to just showcase my skills and really just take a chance and a risk. Especially, I feel like deep down, this was honestly what I wanted to do. This is a passion for me, especially that I get to combine entertainment with my passion for baseball. It's just beautiful. But when I got the call from Sherry Travis that next day after the tryout, it really was surreal. I didn't know what to feel, what to think, and even 2.5 months into the season, the feelings are still the same, very surreal. I don't even really know how to explain a lot of the emotions, and I'm sure I'll be able to. It'll hit me once the season's done.
Yeah, and you go. How many people would you say applied for this for the team? Any idea?
Uh, Over 100. I mean, it was a lot of people. We ended up with about 70 on staff, and that includes managers and just people that help with merch and everything else. But it's maybe 30-30. There's two teams. There's the Chicago Snowballs, and there's also the Rocket Squirrels. They are the Snowballs opposing team, kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters and the Generals.
Like a friendly adversary.
But it's not scripted. I gotta let you
General.
know, Tony. It is not
Yes.
scripted. The game can go both ways. The Snowballs can win or the Rocket Squirrels can win. That is not determined before the game.
Now that is really cool, and that's what people need to know. Because when you went to see the Globetrotters, you knew that the Globetrotters were always going to win.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of cool. Now, Caleb, how about what got that call, man?
You know, it's funny. I tried out and I played a little baseball growing up, and I played a little bit in high school. But I all my friends they heard about it and they're like, you got to try out. And so actually, me and Sammy were on the second string of tryouts,
Yeah.
and the first 4 hours of the tryout was baseball strictly, and we had a break, and then after that we did like 2 hours of entertainment, and that's where I did all my tricks and entertaining and circus stuff. And then we played a scrimmage game at the end to finish the tryouts, and we all said, all right, everybody check your emails, blah blah blah, the Snowballs will reach out to you, let you know if you got the part. And the CEO, Sherry Travis, actually reached out to me and said, hey, Caleb, can I talk to you for a second? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I'm nervous. The owner wants to talk to me. She brings me into an office and she says, so you're not much of a baseball player. I'm like, how'd you know? But she said you're a hell of an entertainer and we need you on this team. So consider yourself on the team. So I knew before I left that tryout that I was going to be a part of the show. And yeah, the rest is history. It's been crazy. It's been quite a, you've performed on a lot of stages yourself, but And so have I. And so it's been definitely quite a new experience, and I've loved every minute of it.
Well, I'm just going to congratulations to both of you. That's pretty cool, man, to have something like this. And what's interesting now, there's games. Is it a regular 8-inning game, Sammy? Is it a regular 8-inning game? Or is it 6? Is it just, I mean, no. How does that
That's
work?
very funny that you mentioned that, Tony. Yeah, absolutely. So it's a 7-inning baseball game. At least that's what we have it at right now. Not to say that it won't evolve past that point, but right now it's 7 innings of sportstainment baseball, meaning everything is almost flipped on top of his head. We have a carnival ball inning, for example, which means anything goes. Foul balls count. You can hit the ball backwards. You can hit the ball in foul territory, and it's still fair. We got people hitting with cricket bats, and we're doing trick pitches from second base. So we also have a dodgeball inning. That's just a couple examples of what we have in our baseball game or our sportstainment game. So I guess compared to the traditional 9-inning baseball, no, we don't exactly do that, but we do put our own spin on it in 7 innings. And I think it's a wonderful show. We do an amazing job, and
Oh, yeah.
I think it's paced very well.
It's a good time. There's never nothing to
Very
look at.
cool.
There's always something going on.
Very cool.
Oh,
How
yeah.
many games would you say you play? How long is the season, Caleb? How long?
Let's see.
How many
Yeah.
games you think you play?
Our first game was in April, and our last game is in September. We have about
9 games left
9
as
games
of
left.
right now.
We have about 18 under our belt. We've done 18 shows so far. So yeah, 9 left, and more coming in. People are starting to ask us to be in more stadiums next year. From our bosses, we've heard it's pretty booked, and we're going to be a lot more busy next year than we were this year. And people are trying to get us in for games this season, and so games keep getting added on. So it just keeps getting bigger and better, and the show keeps getting bigger and better, and it's been quite the ride.
Well, let me ask you something. During the winter time, do you guys go in the warmer states, or it hasn't got to that yet?
It hasn't got to that yet. You know, it's our first year. It's a startup, but we're looking at the season now, going back to our tryouts in February, looking at where we're at right now. It's going to get there. There's going to be a point where we're going to be traveling down south to warmer weather to keep playing throughout the season. Just this season, our season is going to be capped off at September, but you know, if somebody wants us to come out in November down south, we'll get the band back together.
Yeah, hit us up.
Look us up. You're playing. How many players on the field at the same time?
Well, let's see. We got
On each team.
It's still the traditional 9 people, like at each position. So it's nine people, obviously. But we
Okay.
have, I'd say, the Rocket Squirrels. We probably have about maybe 20, 22 players, and same thing. It's about equal with the Chicago Snowballs. They have about 23, maybe
Does
one more,
everybody get a
24,
chance?
But
All right. Does everybody get a chance to play on the team?
yes, yeah, absolutely. I would say so. Not
Okay.
to say that anything
Everybody
gets
always-
stipend or anything like that, but everyone gets opportunities, and it's equal pay and equal opportunity. That's what the Chicago Snowballs has been obviously boasting, and we're co-ed as well, so it's fleshed out for everyone.
Yeah, we got girls on the team, and really it just depends on what their skill set is. Like we got a guy named Tommy, and he pitches on stilts. And so we have a special inning called the Carnival inning, and we call it Carnival Ball, and that's where all the tricks come out. And yeah, we have 2 players that actually bat on each other's shoulders, and yeah, it's crazy. So everybody gets their moment to shine at some point during the game, but everybody brings their own skills and their own tricks, and I think that's a big part of being a Chicago Snowball. You got to come in with a shtick.
Yeah. And it's awesome because almost everyone on the team has their own entirely different personality. They have entirely different talents, and they're also very how do I say this, exacerbated. They're very out there. Like no matter what, whoever is coming to a game, they'll be able to see so many talents, everyone working, everyone's gonna be in the field doing something. So everyone's involved.
Uh, does you have they tell you coach and people to do? I say, hey, be approved by everything before.
It was a little. We lost you a little bit there, Tony.
It broke up a little bit.
Broke up a little bit there, but I think you
Okay,
asked.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I asked you if the coaches is this. If you guys come up with an idea, do you guys go to the coach? I got this idea, or they tell you certain things to do and certain things you can't do.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take this. Obviously, from like a player standpoint, it's interesting because at least for me, there's an ebb and flow that I got to follow. So if I end up finding or I think of an idea for a trick play for a bit, I'll usually try and everyone's very open to be involved with everyone and help each other out. So I'll ask like Caleb, for instance. I know I've had plenty of times where I've gone up to Caleb personally, either in the middle of the game, sometimes before practice or after practice, and I'll be like, "Hey, I have a quick idea." I'll tell him about it, and then sometimes, like even that game, like we'll do it, and or we'll try it because you're never gonna know if it's gonna work unless you do try it. But if you're gonna go and talk to the coach, yeah, they would like to be involved in some way, but sometimes it's up to us players to try and figure it out and act in the moment. And I know Caleb, obviously, from a big entertainment side, like he's probably well way more off than I am in terms of thinking on his feet, with I guess like different talents and everything like that and different bits. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that would make a lot of sense. How many girls would you say are on the team?
There's about 3 girls on both teams. So 6 girls in total. Yeah.
Yeah, 6. So I was talking to your father, Elliot, of course, who plays Sammy with Oceans Rat Pack, and I know that you guys have always been in the entertainment field. I know that you guys do a circus thing you do a couple times a year. I mean, Caleb, where did that come from? I mean, obviously your dad, but did you always want to do something like that when you were growing up as a kid?
You know, I just think I watched my folks, even my mom, on stage a lot, whether it was in church or at a show or just singing and playing music. And so just growing up around entertainers, I think it was just destiny that, I would want to do the same thing. I've been very comfortable in front of people. I was shy, of course, of growing up, but once you're around charismatic and entertaining people all the time, you kind of pick up on their personalities. And I think, as my dad and my mom, they're very friendly, personable people, and so I think a lot of that rubbed off on me. And I think entertaining is not only something that I'm passionate about, but it's something that I'm a lot more comfortable than other people are at doing. I think it comes more naturally to me than a lot of people, and I think that helps with just taking on something like entertaining a stadium full of people at a baseball game. Even though our baseball is very entertaining and it's very high level baseball, but keeping people on their feet at the edge of their seat is hard for 7 innings, and everybody bringing their talents and skills and flowing together to make this show as big as it's been getting. It's been a lot, more naturally. It came to us a lot more naturally than I thought it would. Starting in February, looking at a whole bunch of baseball players that don't dance and seeing them grow and become entertainers now, it's unreal. And like you asked before, do the coaches tell you to do stuff? No, it really isn't. It is like we work on bits during practice, or even like Sammy said, like just pull it out and try it at a game. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, hey, at least you tried something different. I think part of being employed with the Chicago Snowballs is to be creative and impromptu and really try. If you're just waiting for somebody to tell you to do something, that's not really the job. You got to come up with bits and dances and walk-ups and what makes you different than the other player. And so some people do that, and some people, it's taken them the season to figure that out. But
Yeah. And then to just go off on that, like we also behind
It's
the
a learning
scenes
process.
wise,
Like you
like
said, learning
going.
process you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got a little bit of a delay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, but what were you?
Oh, no, I was just going and trying to say that like our choreographers and our coaches are also very creative and talented. Like even though we also have a responsibility, like Caleb said, to do the bits and figure it out and have the courage to be creative and try stuff, especially like in the middle of the game. Like you just got to go and do it in front of all these fans and people. Um, our choreographers, our coaches, Paul, I know Rodrigo, and like even our dance coaches, like that we have that we bring in each week, like they do an amazing job bringing creative ideas and also leading us on into the right direction, creatively and also successfully as well. And I know it's probably even better because from a baseball standpoint, I know he just mentioned
Well,
it's funny to see the baseball people turn into entertainers. It's funny to see myself turn into the entertainer oppositely, because I know that at least my coaches have helped me and the choreographers have helped me explore that.
You can share that with Sherry.
I know.
Okay.
very, very cool. People really like your show, Cliff. All right, so we got some showcase. Chicago Snowballs got one this weekend, folks. Saturday. It's going to be at the Joliet Slam Stadium. The Saturday show is at 6 p.m. in Peoria on September 12th at the Dozen Park Stadium. That's a 6 o'clock hit. And you can go to ChicagoSnowballs.com and get tickets. Come out and see these guys and gals. They're very entertaining. What they do a great job. Thank you, Sammy, and thank you, Caleb. You guys have a great weekend. Let's give it up for our friends from the Chicago Snowballs. Go out there and support these guys. Thank you guys so much. Very, very cool. This is Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Monday to Friday at noon. So that's right, Caleb and Sammy. Our show's till 1 o'clock. And don't forget, we have so much other stuff going on. Like next week, we're going to keep the show going and everything. We'll get you, guys, so much. Go Snowballs. And Caleb, I'm sorry. Oh, this is a little weird today. Anyway, all right. So ChicagoSnowballs.com and get all the details you need and go check those guys out. They are fantastic. Very good at what they do. I like when I used to love the Globetrotters. And if they come up with something like this, it's kind of like the Savannah Bananas and stuff, whatever. I've not seen them, but it's kind of cool, man. They just try to keep inventing and coming up with new things to keep people excited. I think that's a very, very important thing in life today. Maybe get some of the kids out to start doing this stuff and maybe, should keep them out of trouble and, start doing. So there could be a good thing if you got some talent. Hey, parents out there, if your kids got some talent in baseball and singing, dancing, you should apply and see what it can do. I think that's a really cool thing. Chicago Snowballs. Again, go to ChicagoSnowballs.com. Guys, boy, there's so much more to talk about, and we got a busy next week coming up. We're going to save some of those great stories and great stuff for tonight. Don't forget, tonight we'll be at the Ron Onesti's Taylor Street Italian Fest, Festa Italiana tonight. Rain or shine, this gig is going to happen. Tomorrow will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse, Chicago Prime Italian, excuse me. That's an 8 o'clock hit, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go to birthdays. Right now, I want to start off with wishing our daughters, Nina and Marissa, our twin daughters, happy birthday, girls. I know you guys got the party here tomorrow. I'll be there for a little bit, but of course I have to work. So happy birthday to Nina and Marissa out there. Happy birthday to Steve Martin, that wild and crazy guy, 81 years old. Don Ho, tiny bubbles in the celebrating the birthday. Magic Johnson from the former Los Angeles Laker, 67 years old, Magic Johnson. Jumpin' Jerry Jams Renda. Jerry, thank you for all the hard work you've been doing, buddy, that you always do, but you've been putting in a double shift since Double T's been out with a little back problems. But I want to thank you for everything you do, buddy, and happy birthday to my buddy Jerry. Tonight we're going to have a little celebration at the Taylor Street Fest. That is tonight. Jumpin' Jerry Jams. Bert Lahr, who played the Cowardly Lion on The Wizard of Oz, would have been celebrating a birthday. Alfred Hitchcock, good evening. Celebrating a birthday. Chicago entertainer Ron Starr, celebrating a birthday. From the Gulo family, our good friend Marianne Gulo. Marianne, how are you doing? And happy birthday, my dear friend. My good friend from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, Gina Fazio, celebrating a birthday. Big Mikey and his brother Johnny Namoff. Happy birthday, guys. Look forward to seeing you guys in December. You got a Danita Baldi. Danita, happy birthday. Hope you're doing well. Actor Bruce Greenwood, 70 years old. And Tyler Shari, celebrating 80. She played Adrian. Of course, she was also in The Godfather. I just love when you have new people on the show and watching the show. And then, of course, our regulars that always watch. We do really appreciate everything you guys do. It's just a lot of fun. When you're gonna get up? Is Ocean's Pit gonna go on next year? I don't know right now. What I'd like to do is maybe cut it down to maybe 2 days a week and instead of 5. But right now we're gonna keep going what we're doing, or at least until the end of the year. We'll see what's going to happen with that. But I'm looking forward to entertaining you guys more and having some fun. Italian time and everybody else's time is completely different. Let me give you an example. Italian time, I'm here, means I'll be there in 10 minutes. Italian times, I'll be right there, means I'll be there in 20 minutes. Or in a few, I'll be there in a few, means 30 minutes. I'm coming right now means I'm an hour away. And maybe I'll see means I'm not coming at all. So that is the Italian ways of, makes a lot of sense. Here's something you guys got to learn. 5 people in life to avoid. 5 people in life to stay away from. Number 1, people who don't like dogs. If you don't like dogs, I have a problem with that. Absolutely. People who don't like to drink. I know a lot of people that don't drink. Okay. I'm not saying they don't drink completely. I know a couple that don't drink at all. But I think get along with them. We have a little bit more, get everything a little bit more spicy. How about number 3, people who don't like wings or tacos? I'm not a big taco fan. I like wings. People who don't day drink. Oh, yeah, that's important. You got to have people that day drink. And people who can't take a joke. Life is so serious these days. You can't say anything. It's so sad. You can't even joke. How about this one? And I agree with this. People that eat spicy food may live longer according to studies. I know it's better for your heart and stuff if you eat spicy food. I think it's better for your blood circulation. You got to be careful how much. Perfect example, I was eating so much that the doctor told me when I lost my voice 2 years in a row, he goes, cut down on the hot food. Not good for your voice, not good for singing, but good for living longer. I think hot food, spicy food, I think it would be very, very cool. And we're going to get to some more of these stories here. I'm just looking at here. Let's see. Nearly 1 in 3 married. Well, we'll have to save on that because it's a woman's point of view. Hey, strip. We'll save on that. Well, we'll save on that. God, these stories, right? Just trying to. No. Sorry, guys. Trying to look at something and answering something at the same time. Don't do it. People keep sending me these great stories and stuff, and I want to save them. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Protect your peace, protect your standards. We all got them, and we think it's very, very important. Guys, we're going to come to the end of the hour right now, and we only got a minute left. I want to thank you all for watching the show, and it's really, very important that you guys tune in, for never know what's going to happen on this show. First, I want to thank Sammy and Caleb from the Chicago Snowballs. If you want to see where they're going to be performing at, again, this Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, they will be at the Joliet Slammer Stadium. On Saturday, that's a 6 p.m. show. Sunday, they'll be there as well. It's a 1 o'clock in the afternoon show. And they got a show coming up in Rockford on September 5th and Peoria September 12th. Go to chicagosnowballs.com and get all the details on that. Also, we want to thank our sponsor, JRC Ace Hardware, local, helping neighbors before they were neighbors. Tony Ocean here, folks. Who doesn't like getting free items when you're going shopping? Not me. If you love saving money, you're going to love what our friends at JRC Hardware is waiting for you. It's time to take advantage of one of the biggest buy one, get one, buy one, save more offerings happening right now. BOGO deals are back at Ace. That's it. Buy one, get one more. Stop in today and score incredible savings throughout the store. Buy one, get one 50% off Clark Kensington Paint. Buy one, get one free of select DeWalt Milwaukee Craftsman products. Buy one, get one 50% off select insect repellents. Buy one, get 40% off Ace trash bags. Buy one, get one free of the Ace basic pleated air filters. Buy one, get one free. Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching the show today. Tonight is Taylor Street Fest. Festa Italiana. Hope you can make it tonight, folks. 8 o'clock main stage. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another, folks. It's not an easy world out there right now. And remember one thing. If you're offended with anything you hear on this show, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. Doesn't mean we're right either. But at least we got some freedom of speech. If we can make you laugh, make you cry, make you get mad, make you just keep away, get you laughing for another hour or so. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I want to thank you all for watching, everybody. Ringo Starr says peace and love. See you guys Monday. We'll be back. Same time, same channel. Ace, you got it. Nick Sahajas, take us out. Bye-bye, everybody.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.
Oh, God bless America. 250 years, folks, the greatest country in the world. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. Bye-bye, everybody.